Please state your name, place of origin, and occupation.
My name is George Amistad. I'm from Vigan City, Ilocos, Philippines. And back in the Philippines, I am a medical doctor, but here I'm working as a coordinating manager at Coney Island Hospital.
What was your inspirations or motivations for coming to the United States?
Well, back in the Philippines, it is everybody's desire to come here in the United States, because feeling that United States is a land of endless opportunities. So even before, it has been my dream also to come and see America and as well as to work here. My experiences are not like some many Filipinos experience when they applied for their visa and coming here, because I was married to a nurse who is a U.S. citizen, a Filipino nurse, who is a U.S. citizen, and after we got married, and I got the visa and came here after a year.
Did you feel as though you left anything behind?
Yes, of course. I left so many people that I love back in the Philippines.
Do you still feel a strong connection with your homeland?
You cannot discount that because I've been there, was born and raised back in the Philippines, and I studied there. So it's but natural for me to have the longing to be there with my relatives, to my loved ones.
How do you keep that strong connection?
Well, with the advent of modern technology, we can make use of telephones, cell phones. Sometimes you can even talk to them face to face via messenger or some other ways. Unlike before, well, the first time I came here, I communicated with them through mail, because that was, and by phone, because those were the only ways by which you can have a communication with them. But now, as if they are in front of you, talking to them.
Do you visit home often?
Well, at first, it was a little bit impossible for us to go home as often as we would like to, because of financial restraint, of course. Yeah. But then recently, we have decided to go home like every year, and I hope to go home again next year.
Do you consider yourself a Filipino or a Filipino American first?
Well, I am a Filipino, so I have to consider my Filipino as a Filipino first. I was born, as I said, and raised as a Filipino. I studied there, and I am a Filipino.
Is there any difference to you between Filipino or Filipino American?
No, nothing at all. I am the same person. I'm still George Amistad. I never changed. So, being a Filipino as well as an American, no change at all.
Can you describe to me your upbringing, including your family dynamic and some childhood hardships?
Well, I was born and raised in a family of 9, 3 boys and 6 girls. And well, I can say that we are rich. It's just like we are in the middle. We're in our needs in life are being met with the small business that we had, because my father had a jar factory. We used to help in making bricks, out of clay. It was fun. It was really fun. It's as if you are playing, playing with clay. We had a lot of fun with my brothers and sisters. Imagine we are 9 in the family, so it was fun. There's not much problem, but you cannot discount the possibility of sometimes you have a fight with some of your siblings.
What are some values you hold near to you that you kept from your childhood?
Being loving, to love our fellow men, and because that love, it encompasses almost all the virtues that you may think of. If you have love, then you will be polite to people that you deal with. If you have love, then you will be respectful. You will be honest, and so on and so forth. So love is the foremost thing, the best virtue that being loving is the best virtue that I could ever think of, that I've learned since childhood.
Challenges that you faced here in America?
Well, there's not much challenge here as I thought there would be, but one is the society that we live in. It's quite different from the Philippines, and also another a little bit of challenge is how to speak the dialect, because it's true that we use English in the Philippines as a medium of in our school, medium of teaching. But when you talk to people here, it's quite different. And at first, when somebody talk to me, I don't even understand what they were saying. So, but as time went on, you get used to how they talk, and eventually better understood what they were saying. You have to adjust with the society where you are now living. I mean, in addition to this culture, assimilation to the culture where you are in. This is quite different from the culture we had in the Philippines.
Can you explain or talk more about how come you're not a practicing medical doctor here in the States, but you're a medical doctor back home?
That's a funny story, because I worked as a medical doctor in the Philippines. I even went to Saudi Arabia for 4 years and practiced there. But then when I met my future wife, at first she told me that she doesn't want a doctor to be a husband, because a doctor doesn't have a time for his family, which I see the truthfulness to that, because as I can see, practicing medicine here is quite a job. It takes much of your time, and as I see those doctors, the interns there, they, even if it's their time to go home, they cannot, because they have to finish their work. So, and one more thing is, less stress for me now. I may not have that much money, if I practice as a doctor, but for me it is a less stress for me with the kind of work that I am having now. Less stress, and if you have less stress, longer life. Not everything in life will come as you wish. So as long as you are contented with what you have, you will be happy, because money is not really, not everything. Money is not everything. It cannot even buy you happiness.